Sharks and rays have gained considerable scientific attention in recent decades due to their globally decreasing populations. Specifically, spotted eagle rays are listed as near threatened with a decreasing population trend. Although these animals are protected in local Florida waters, they are consumed throughout their range in places like Cuba and Mexico for protein, making it critically important that we fully understand these species' movement patterns and drivers of that movement. Things like the effect of salinity, temperature, pH, and dissolved oxygen. Studying spotted eagle rays here in the Indian River Lagoon allows me to address these questions. I can look at movement patterns observed during dates when the canals are open and water is flowing from Lake Okeechobee into the Indian River Lagoon to those movement patterns observed when the canals are closed. This will allow me to pinpoint which water quality parameters are affecting movement and to what degree. Additionally, there's a last remaining clam lease in the Indian River Lagoon up near Sebastian Inlet. As these eagle rays consume bivalves such as clams, it is vital to understand these species' movement patterns and associated habitat uses to not only conserve these rays, but to also conserve this last stronghold for our clam populations. To look at movement patterns, I use a technique called acoustic telemetry, and this employs two items. The first is a tag or transmitter, and the second is an underwater listening station or a receiver. So after my animals are visually sighted from a boat, they're brought on board, captured, tagged, and released. Now this internal tag will emit a unique identification code every 30 seconds. As it's swimming throughout the water column, it will inevitably pass one or several of these underwater listening stations, which are able to correctly identify this unique identification code, which it stores along with the date and time. As you can see based on the map behind me, all of these yellow dots that go along Florida's east coast, these are those underwater listening stations. And due to a collaborative acoustic telemetry network called FACT, I actually have access to all of this data. And this means I can follow my animals as they move up and down the east coastline and in and out of the inlets. One of my preliminary findings has shown that spotted eagle rays are temporarily displaced from the Indian River Lagoon during major weather events such as hurricanes. But more information is needed to determine that small-scale implications of normal weather events. The overarching goal of my project is to use this information to help make better informed management decisions on spotted eagle rays, both on a local and international basis. Thank you.